All right, what's up, fools? We are back out here at the Santa Fe Dam Recreation area where I interviewed my boy Nevin. Of course, this is the continuation of the series within the series where I'm trying to interview all of my classmates, and today we got my boy Ryan.
What's up?
How's it going, sir?
Doing good. Thanks for having me, Wes.
Hey, thanks for coming out. Today is nice and hot. It's like 80 degrees already, but it's like 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm like not looking forward to it at all. Yeah. I think I looked at the weather. Tuesday's supposed to be like 106 or something.
Yeah.
So
we got like this heat warning on our phones yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Did you get that too? Yeah.
Dang. Well, so normally the first question, how do you know me? Of course, people know now that you're in the DPT program with me. So do you kind of remember the first time that we interacted with each other?
First time I remember meeting you was during our first year in the program, C Skills 1.
Uh-huh.
I think we were practicing for the practical.
Yeah.
And we were like in the...
We were like in the bottom lab.
The bottom lab.
Yeah.
It was for, yeah, we were practicing like range of motions and palpations, I remember.
Mm-hmm.
We were even like writing stuff on
I was like with
each other's
Steven too,
shoulders.
right? I think.
Yeah, it was more, I think it was Tommy at the time, or Steven, I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was you, me, Tommy, Steven, and Elise, and Brandon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good times.
That was fun.
But yeah, that was when I first met you. We were both shirtless and just drawing stuff on each other, marking.
Hey, gotta get comfortable quick, you know?
Yeah, it was fun.
Nice.
But I was glad I met you that day.
Yeah, no, it's always fun. So I guess the second question, since we're all in PT school, I'm assuming your end goal is to become a physical therapist. So can you tell everyone kind of what your prior work experience is in? And then maybe once you graduate, is there a certain population you want to work with?
Well, before DPT, I was actually, well, my first job was like a sales associate, stocker, like stocking shelves and stuff at Office Depot for a month. And
nice.
Then I was a registered dental assistant after that at Western Dental for like 7 years, because I was actually going for dental school.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually a pre-dental student, bio major. And then after that, I switched to kines, and I joined the military for 4 years. In the Army, I was a behavioral health specialist. Yeah, pretty much that's it. I don't want to get into details because I don't want to make the video too long.
No, it's all right. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's it, to make things short.
Nice.
And now I'm here as a student physical therapist.
With all of us.
Yep.
So then I guess once you graduate, do you kind of like want to work kind of in the military field, or do you want to do outpatient, inpatient?
Once I graduate, I'm actually still trying to find that out. I'm probably gonna I want to reach as much people as possible, because I realized, I mean, along with the money that comes with it, I mean, you get more money, the bigger the population you reach out. Yeah, you reach out and serve, and plus you're making more of an impact in the world, or I don't know, whatever target population you're trying to make a difference in.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still trying to find out what type of population I'm going to be more or most effective with. I'm even since I am bilingual, I speak Tagalog. Something I'm even thinking of, like being able to reach out to like maybe the physical therapy students or majors in the Philippines, like stuff like that. Yeah, so yeah, and with the technology, how it's changing, I just want to be able to use all of like social media, YouTube as well, because I'm actually into like videography as well, just like you, Wes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, if you guys don't know, sometimes I like see on Instagram, Ryan will go like out to the desert, or he'll go out somewhere like near the coast and he has a drone, and I'll see these shots and I'm like,
yeah,
damn, I should get myself a drone. He looks nice, man.
Yeah, it's a little thing some of us introverts do,
Yeah.
We like to make videos and just inspire people and
just show off this beautiful world that we live in.
Yeah,
you know?
that too.
I guess to kind of keep this conversation going and kind of going to a little more of the deeper questions, is there a cause or issue that you think is important, but you feel like it doesn't get the necessary attention or coverage you think it deserves?
So I was thinking about this last night.
Yeah.
One thing that came to mind is just perception.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like with what's going on these days, I don't want to get into details because some of them are controversial and people might start judging me or hating me. But with what's going on these days, like usually there's like two sides to the story, or multiple sides, and sometimes they're all correct in their own way. It's just how you perceive things and interpret what's going on. And people are so quick to judge and jump into conclusion what's going on instead of understanding each other.
Mm-hmm.
With all the politics and, man, I don't want to say the other stuff because I might end up saying I might give them a hint on what my stance on it is. But it's just people just need to find a way to get along. I know it's going to be very difficult, and it's just how life is. Sometimes politics will not go your way, and it's just how it is. Maybe you'll get lucky the next term or something, like it's just whatever it is, just make the best out of it and try not to step on people on the way, although it's a little hard to do. It's difficult to do that, because when things change, some people benefit from it and some people don't, right? It's like they lose benefits.
But I think, because I was kind of talking about, I think this kind of topic that you're talking about is like one of the main reasons why I wanted to start this series.
Oh wow, that's cool.
And it's like, I feel like, like you said, people are so quick to judge others, and like you said, especially in this political climate where there's two very, I'll say at least before, with like Biden and Trump, there's two very different people that you can vote for, and they both represent, I'll say, a list of ideals that are in stark contrast to each other. So even though like for example, I was watching a video with like someone in the oil industry, like he voted for Trump, like not because he's a racist, but because he works in the oil industry. He knows that Trump will protect his job, and that's the only way that he knows how to feed his family.
Exactly.
So it's like if people just like look at it from the outside, they'll just be like, oh, he only wants to like do guns and like he's like this and that, and it's like, no, he's been voting Democrat his whole life. But like he's not gonna have a job if like Biden becomes president, like something like that. So like you said, it's kind of looking at all the facts of the story, not jumping too much into conclusion. And I think for me is just, I feel like knowing that most people just want to like live like a good life, like they're not trying to like be mean or step on people's toes. So I think, at least for me, just trying to go into each situation with that thought and be open.
There's always, I mean, at least right now, there's like always two views. It's like, what is it, like Black Lives Matter, All Lives Matter, Blue Lives Matter. What else is out there? Like they hate soldiers. There's Palestine, there's Israel. Like,
I mean, there's always conflict going on somewhere.
But the Palestine, Israel, I don't want to get into that. It's very complicated. And it's, bad stuff is happening there. But
we need to go into it.
It's like it's just how life is, like let's just try to get along and try not to step on each other and just try to understand each other.
Mhm.
It's easy to say, but yeah, I know it's hard to do.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
We can move on from that. So I guess the last deep question that I have for you is there a it doesn't have to be important, but is there either like a cause or issue, or it could be like an activity that you're doing right now or a group that you've been affiliated with before, that you want to shout out or you want to let more people know about it?
Oh yeah. So I was thinking about this last night too.
Yeah.
Because in your question you said like a group I was affiliated in.
Mhm.
This is actually one of my motivations to keep going, because
Mhm.
there are some people right now that are working hard that are considered disadvantaged or underprivileged, you know.
Mhm.
Like, whether it's like, I'd rather say it that way, but because it could be like financial, or it could be like they're in a dysfunctional family,
Mhm.
or they're like immigrants,
Uh-huh.
like what they're starting from scratch, you know, starting in a new country, or they might have been abused or had you know, PTSD or some type of mental trauma in the past because of a bad experience.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's just there are people like that are living right now that are not in the perfect environment. And yeah, I just, because I'm a first generation immigrant moving into the United States,
Mhm.
and my family had to start from nothing. And I don't want to get into the details with that too. Not everything during the process of immigrating here went smoothly.
Mhm.
Like, finances were bad. Yeah, it strained my parents' relationship. Housing, we had some struggles with that. Our house even got robbed
Mhm.
when we were in school. And yeah, I don't want to, there's other legal issues that my family had to go through. And sometimes people look at me like, oh, they see my social media like, oh dang, like he's traveling, videos all nice with a drone, and he's the military getting all these benefits now. Like,
Yeah.
I worked really hard to get to where I'm at now, to put myself out of that situation.
Mhm.
And I even pulled my parents in a way. I helped them out as much as I can.
Mhm.
And yeah, so like I in a way, like, I feel like I'm one of the people that represent the those underprivileged and
Mhm.
people that start off at a disadvantage in life, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm never the smartest person in the room,
Mhm.
which I think is a good thing, because that means you're learning the most.
Right.
I mean, you're learning more than, yeah, the smartest guy in the room, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just, yeah, like that's a group I was affiliated in. And for the people that are in that situation, I mean, if you're watching this video, yeah, just keep pushing. Things might not make sense right now,
Mhm.
but it will later on. When you look back at it, you'll just see like, oh yeah, that was a good experience. I learned from that. Yeah, that experience was really bad during the time, but that made me a stronger person.
Yeah.
And I always just say, just don't make any permanent mistakes. You know, like, it's like, don't lose a limb, or, I mean, even that, you'll be alive still. You can
Right.
still work hard.
But I mean, like I think
things-
my dad has like a similar saying.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like a cut on the finger is okay,
Yeah.
but you don't want to lose a finger.
Exactly,
You know,
yeah.
like go out, make mistakes, try hard, but
Yeah.
don't like do anything like major. You know.
Yeah, and don't get pregnant too early.
Yeah.
Although there's nothing wrong with that, if that's
Mhm.
what you prefer,
Yeah.
because sometimes it affects the child, you know. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, it's just, yeah, because I mean, I'm one of the older guys in class, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm still not planning on having a kid anytime soon.
Mhm.
Yeah, because it's just, me. Like I'm still working on something, and I want to be able to focus on my child, like, and be able to provide an optimal environment for them to grow. But people have their preferences. Some people rather have it when they're young. Yeah, don't get pregnant or don't get like some disease or some, I don't know, some permanent disease that you could, you know, transmit when you're, so it's like that's sexually transmitted or something. If you're sexually active. Yeah, don't lose your life. Just don't die.
No, I like it. And I guess to kind of conclude this conversation, can you tell everyone kind of what your goals are for the future? They can either be short-term or they can be long-term.
Well, short-term right now is, I mean, in the program we're still going through clinical rotations, and I don't have a clinic yet, but once I do have a clinic, just get through that and, you know, make the best out of it, find out my strengths and weaknesses, and improve it. And hopefully make some connections. And then long term is, it's still gonna sound vague, but I wanna to make it short, I want to be a multimillionaire. Yeah, I want multiple sources of income, passive income, you know, because that's the way to go to have a just most efficient life, like to be able to enjoy life the most. I want to have a house, family, you know, plan on getting married and having kids one day. And yeah, the goal is just to make my family happy and have a good life before we all die, because we're all gonna die one day. Right?
I mean, I think that's like one of the at least one of the points when I'm like not feeling motivated or like I'm not sure whether to put out a video. I just remind myself, you know what, I'm gonna die one day, so, you know, might as well go and do it and try it out. And with that, I just want to say thanks, Ryan, for coming out, answering my questions and sharing your experiences. I really appreciate it, and definitely this series is best when people share their life experiences, and I'm sure there's a lot of people, if they watch it, they're probably going through a similar situation that you've gone through, and I hope they watch it and they learn and they're able to better themselves through it.
Thank you for doing this whole series. I really appreciate it, and thank you for interviewing me. No one ever interviewed me in my entire life, and that means a lot.
Thanks, dude. But with that, we'll go ahead and end the interview right now. Actually, Ryan, like I said, he actually brought his drone, so we'll probably try to get a couple sick drone shots right now. And with that, we'll go ahead and see you guys on the next one. All right, thank you.